Hey everyone, how are you doing today? I wanted to create this video specifically for MeetKevin. MeetKevin was gracious enough to come on this channel about a year ago so and share his story. Just a phenomenal story, phenomenal young man doing amazing things in real estate. But he hasn't experienced a downturn in real estate, right? He wasn't investing in '06 through 2010, whereas California, let alone Southern California real estate, saw massive hits. So I just wanted to reach out to him and let him know he needs to be, or he should be, extra careful. I actually might suggest to Kevin that he might want to look at expanding his buying abilities. And what I mean by that is how he buys, right? Historically, when you watch MeetKevin's videos, which I watch probably 80% of them, right, he is buying with bank lending. He's putting, some of his capital down and getting bank loans. And he's always talking about, hey, I'm getting this $80,000, $100,000 under market, i.e. the wedge. I'm here to tell you that if you go back and research what happened starting from the peak in '06 to the trough in 2010-11, wedge deals can kill you. There were plenty of folks who bought with a margin of safety on the down that were crushed. And that's because when you buy in California, specifically Southern California in the Bay Area, you're typically buying with negative cash flow. Even if you get a wedge deal, right? A wedge deal means you're betting on value creation. You're hoping for some appreciation. You're hoping the market helps you. But when the market gets bad and it loses 3 to 5% a month after month after month, your wedge can disappear. And then, yeah, sure, I know you have a bunch of YouTube money coming in and you can float negative cash flow. I get it. But many of your followers can't. So if you're buying in Southern California where prices are high, if not unaffordable, now's not the time to take on an aggressive wedge deal. And then you layer in the fact that jumbo loans are getting harder and harder to come by. It just makes the exits nerve-wracking, right? So, and again, you should be buying for positive cash flow. If you are investing and you're building a portfolio one house at a time, what I call one rental at a time, let's make sure you have unlimited hold time, right? Just because you got a property 100K, even 200K under market means nothing if you have to spend $1,000 a month in negative cash flow. Now, again, Kevin, you happen to be in a unique spot where you can produce YouTube videos every day and cover that shortfall. But again, remember, most of your followers can't. So let's be sensitive to that fact. I think, given your skill set, your ability to market, Kevin, you might want to look at understanding how to take properties over subject to. I think you will find the ability to acquire more quality assets in better conditions a lot more. I think you can buy cleaner properties subject to and use less of your cash to acquire them. So I think it's something you and Lauren, your wife, should think about, because I think if you spent the next 2 years acquiring a portfolio of subject to loans in Southern California markets that I think you would really explode your net worth. I think you would explode your cash flow. I think you can do some pretty amazing things. Your ability to just attract attention, attract leads, probably better than anybody else in Southern California. So if you switched your model from being cash intensive acquisitions to subject to over the next 6 quarters, I think it would be good for you. As far as buying wedge deals today, I would be very, 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 I just wouldn't do it. Let's be honest. For the next 90 days, the next 180 days, it's not the time to do a wedge deal because the market is changing right in front of our eyes. And again, I say this as somebody who had started way back in '02, got to the peak of '06, sold or exchanged all of our houses because it just couldn't go anymore. It was unaffordable. And again, we exchanged into apartments, so we did fine. But you don't jump into wedge deals as the peak rolls over. It is going to accelerate down. That is something I've been concerned about. I watched your video the other day about a house you were looking at. I'm afraid, Kevin, you're not appreciating the acceleration to the downside, right? Southern California is about to experience millions of job losses. Lending is already tightened up. Jumbo lending has really tightened up. You don't realize that the buyer pool is just vanishing. So my hope for you, Kevin, is you switch from buying cash to buying creatively, something like that, whatever. But I think you're going to do amazing things. I think you're going to add stuff to your courses. I think you're going to do lots of amazing things. I just think you need to change it up. I think then your investing course gets even more impactful because, again, you do what you teach. So I think that would be very, very cool. And I wish you nothing but success. I hope Lauren stays safe, right? Her asthma is a big concern. So please be safe. Love what you're doing with your 2 boys, the Nerf guns, all of that. It's wonderful. So again, this is just a public service announcement. Kevin, I want nothing but the best for you. And I think if you switch your mindset to thinking creatively, you are going to you're going to triple or quadruple the number of houses you buy this year. I really think that. So hopefully you see this. Hopefully you appreciate the heartfelt that it is meant. I want nothing but the best for you. I think what you've done for me in the YouTube world has been amazing. I love your story, starting from Jamba Juice to this amazing real estate investor and teacher and helper. Has been amazing to watch. Thank you. But I think you should challenge yourself. I think you and Lauren should challenge yourself to say, hey, can we buy 10 houses in Southern California creatively and without, with using half the cash that it would take to buy one? I think you'd amaze yourself if you think about that. So at the end of the day, I don't know if you ever see this. I hope you do. I wish you nothing but the best. Please stay safe. Make sure Lauren stays inside and take care of yourself. Bye.